Welcome to Justin Approved, and to my review of the iRobot Roomba i2 robot vacuum. The i2, no longer available to buy new, sat above the 600 series and below the i3 in iRobot's lineup. Looking at the robot's hardware, the Roomba has 3 physical buttons on the top: power button / indicator light, send to dock button, and spot cleaning button. Flipping the robot over, you can see the Roomba uses iRobot's 3-stage cleaning system, including dual multi-surface rubber brushes in a floating housing and single spinning side brush to clean floors. For the most part, the Roomba did a fine job on low to medium pile carpet, cleaning up the various debris on the floor. Large debris seem very easy for the i2 as well. Starting with the carpet performance, the i2 was generally pretty impressive, sweeping many types and sizes of debris off the carpet with ease. But one area the i2 did not impress us was corner cleaning carpet. The side brush spins fast enough to sweep corners effectively for the most part, but as you can see, the robot slowly starts to drift away from the corners and sometimes not even getting close at all. Another thing to note is when we flipped the robot over after a few tests, we saw a small pile of debris under the robot that didn't get picked up into the dustbin. But overall, it was a solid job on carpet for the Roomba. The i2 was a strong, hard floor cleaner as well. Like before, it cleaned up all types and sizes of debris we threw at it pretty efficiently. Even in our hard floor stress test, the robot did surprisingly well, cleaning up nearly everything we tested it with. But as before, it struggled to clean edges. On hard floor, the side brush spun too fast and often flung debris across the floor into an already cleaned path. Not to mention the side brush wasn't long enough to get all the way into corners, leaving quite a bit of rice left over. Here's a look of everything that it missed. Overall, the Roomba is a good vacuum, but lost some points for edge cleaning, with a vacuum score of 28 out of 35. Now let's talk navigation. The robot uses a floor tracker similar to a computer mouse to navigate around your home. While it can't make a map or clean specific rooms, it does give you a map of where it is cleaned when it is finished. On the bottom, the robot has 4 cliff sensors to steer away from stairs. The robot cleans in systematic rows, and if it turns out the battery runs low or it has completed the task, it will automatically return to its charger to recharge. I found the battery to last a bit under 90 minutes. If the i2 is not finished cleaning and the battery is low, it will recharge, then resume where it left off. One thing to note when buying this Roomba is that it simply uses a bumper to detect walls and larger objects. There's no suite of obstacle avoidance sensors. The only thing it could recognize would be something high and heavy enough for it to bump into, like a shoe. The i2 did not do good in all of my obstacle avoidance tests. Some tests it got stuck and aired out or pushed an object around. One test it got stuck and said I need to replace the battery and gave me an error in the app. If you have any small items lying around in your house, you would have to do some preparation before you run the robot. One of the biggest cons of this Roomba is the hair/tangle pickup performance. We tested this by cutting some hair and distributing it around the carpet, then running the robot. Flipping the i2 over, you can see some hair was tangled on the brush roll, but most was clumped up on the side brush. Opening up the brush roll, you can see almost all of the hair got channeled to the sides of the brush rolls. Afterwards, I went over with my cordless vacuum to see how the Roomba did. There was a bit of hair that the robot did not pick up, but most got tangled and needed to be removed manually. I didn't even see a single strand of hair in the dustbin. The Roomba should do okay with regular maintenance or in a place with minimal amounts of long hair. It scored a 3 out of 10 in the hair tests. Next, let's talk about the app. Available to download for free on the App or Play Store, this is your command center for the i2. Of course, you can just use the buttons, but I would recommend the app. The app shows you the status of the robot, battery state, lets you start and stop cleans, and much more. You can create schedules, see the cleaning history, set favorites with time limits, etc. Additional features include accessory usage tracking, locate robot, online user manual, cleaning preference settings, and enable control for voice assistants. You can also set up automations with MyQ, August, and more to warn your robot when you leave home automatically. You can also purchase accessories for the i2 right from the app. I like the app and I think it has all the necessary features for a robot in this price range. It's also easy to use. However, the app is behind in many ways compared to other companies like Roborock and Mova. The final test I did with the Roomba was a real-world coverage test. I distributed 15 Cheerios, 10 pine nuts, and 3 Crispix around my basement and let the Roomba clean it entirely to see how effective it is in the real world. It took the Roomba 1 hour and 5 minutes to clean the 410 square foot area. I only saw a few pine nuts around, and I was impressed with the performance and coverage of the Roomba. It picked up other dust and materials as well. I only missed a few things under the table here and there. 8 out of 10 overall. To conclude, I thought the iRobot Roomba i2 was good at general pickup and did well in practical tests. The app was also a pro. Areas to improve on is how it handles hair and object avoidance. My overall score is 16 out of 20. The iRobot Roomba i2 scored a 46 out of 79 in the Justin Approved scoring system, making it unable to recommend, unless you don't have much hair or objects around your home. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Justin Approved before leaving for new tech videos weekly.